Hey everybody, welcome to our D&G live show.
Hello.
What was that, live?
I don't know. Hello Explorers. It is September 9th, Wednesday, September 9th. Can you believe it? It's already 9 days gone into September. It's been crazy. It's a little bit cooler today. It's only supposed to be 85. 2 days ago, we were at 109. So in 2 days, it has dropped. But with all this fire and the smoke in the air, it's made it really humid.
Horrendous. We've seen pictures of San Francisco. Looks apocalyptic right now.
Yeah.
And D&G Explorers, by their I'm sorry. D&G Explorers.
You know that YouTube channel called D&G Explorers?
And we've only just started the show. I woke up from a nap a little bit ago. I told Pepper Tree Villa I need some caffeine. And I meant even by Pepper Tree Villa's villa, it's all orange and apocalyptic looking. So it's really bad out there.
We
have another place for D&G Explorers too. So
apparently so. I didn't know we were doing that well. We have a fun show tonight. It is going to be a Disney show, and there's a lot of stuff going on with Disney resorts, especially the one that's on the monorail line that goes around the lagoon outside the Magic Kingdom.
Stuff in the air.
And some of the things they're doing, not just at the Polynesian, also what they've been working on at the Contemporary, and also at the Grand Floridian. So we're going to be talking about that today with our special guest, Amy from AJC Magic TV. Now, she's currently in the green room. I don't know if she's, if we were nice enough to prepare her anything for tonight. She might be starving and looking
I don't
for
think
crackers.
craft services delivers from across the world that fast, but okay.
We're going to get her in here in just a little bit, but we do have some things coming up. We are 2 days away. 2 days away. From where, Greg? 2 days away.
From Vegas.
Las Vegas. So we are going to see what post-apocalyptic.
It might look that way with all these horrible fires.
What?
It's horrible.
Vegas is like during the pandemic and what they're doing with the social distancing. Now, we are there as part of a YouTube meet and greet from the ship show / Sharon at Sea. And there's some other YouTubers, non-YouTubers that are meeting up at our home away from home, which is New York, New York. So that's going to be this Saturday, but we're going this Friday and we're leaving on Monday. So we are going to have some fun. We got a few exciting things planned. So we're excited. It's been a while since we've had a chance to go on vacation. So we're very excited about doing it.
I haven't been to Vegas in 2 years.
About 2 years, yeah.
You've been to Vegas. Wait, has it been 2 years for you too?
No.
No.
It was, December.
Yeah.
Last year. My mom and I usually go. That's a chance for mom and I to spend some mom and son time.
Sometimes I go also, but I just haven't gone in 2 years.
Yeah.
So this time it's going to be a happy time to go. Happy reason.
Happy. All right. You weren't ready to bring on our special guest?
Yes. Let's bring her in. There we go. Welcome.
It is Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hello, Gregory and Derek.
Hey,
Thank
welcome.
you.
I just realized you're wearing a Pirates shirt. That's pretty brave. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they're not that great of a team, but today is Roberto Clemente Day, so everyone was wearing number 21. So
Awesome.
yeah.
I love the pride. Hey, I'm a Bills fan, so we haven't won anything yet. So that's all right. That's how we become fans. We support the team through thick and thin.
4 Super Bowls. 4.
Greg's not a true fan.
I'm a fan,
but
just 4 Super Bowls.
We'll talk a little bit about your channel, Amy, in a little bit. But Greg, why don't we meet the people in, or greet the people in the audience?
Hold on, sorry. Okay, back to the comments here. Let me refresh. Okay, so there we go. So welcome AJC Magic TV, Anthony Simone, Pepper Tree Villa. I want my PTV. RobFuz. What?
You didn't say these
I'm not there yet. You are not refreshed. You're throwing me off. You're losing my focus. You're making me lose my focus.
Oh, Lordy.
RobFuz. It's Joey's World. That is a horrible horn. Anthony Simona said, always on the move with Josh.
Josh.
Cruising for food with Wanda.
Wanda.
It's Joey's World. Kathy Mills. Rally Creative Travel. Or Rally. I always say it wrong, I think. Sorry here. Sherry Awesome Sunsets Travels. Thank you, Sherry. And did I read that right? Well, thank you, Sherry, for being on the show, and thank you, Wanda, for your comment. Where am I at here? I'm thrown off. Shauna Snow, Nautical Nurse Nancy is in the house. Ben PTV2, Ben from Pepper Tree Villa. He's probably on his bicycle. Losing some carbs right now. Well, he's always on there.
I know.
He's always getting his exercise on. Let us know. Inquiring minds want to know. Where are we at here? Just Noah's Adventures. Life is good today. Jim from More Sunshine, please. You don't have the sound for him or anything.
Oh, More Sunshine.
He's on the bike.
Oh, okay. Good job. Cheryl Rusinski. I hope I said that right. Tiffany Peacock, MGM Family Travel. I think I'm caught up. So if I missed anybody, I apologize. I don't think I missed it.
Did you say hi to the ChadCruisers?
I didn't see them come in. Where are
They're
they?
in. You said hi. It's Joey's World.
Yes, but I don't see ChadCruisers in
They were
here.
up a little bit higher.
Oh, there they are. Welcome, ChadCruisers.
Welcome, guys.
Sorry I missed you guys. Just blame him.
All right, guys. Thank you to the show.
Welcome.
Yeah, we Griswold Family Vacay. Danny, I just saw that you had sent us an Instagram, but I didn't get a chance to check it yet, so I'll have to check
Wanda
that.
is very disappointed that you didn't do your Speedo wave today, but
where are my Speedos?
They're in back of you, but it's too late. It's too late now. We have Jonathan Chong. There you go.
See the world with Chris.
See the world with Chris. Kathy Mills.
All right.
Okay, don't look psycho while you're doing it.
All right. So we have Amy on with us from AJC Magic TV. So a little bit about your channel, Amy, that you might not know about, but we're going to talk about your channel.
I thought you meant that she might not know.
She might not know. a lot of YouTubers don't know, like, their.
That's scary that you stalk our guests every time we have guests on.
I'm always like, I'm looking at their page all the time. So you started your channel on May 29th, 2018. So just over 2 years. And you have right now 1,700 subscribers. And then you have, why did I put that on there? Oh, you have 498 videos. Mm-hmm. You are putting out some content. That's amazing. And then you're just under 43,000 views. You also have channels, I guess, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So beyond YouTube, you have a lot of other social media places that you are represented, if I can even talk. So a little bit about platform. Thank you. Sounds a lot better than what I was trying to say. So Amy, if you can talk a little bit about your channel and what can people expect by your channel?
Well, originally I started off because I been following the Disney community, and I love Disney. I've always gone to Disney, and I thought, well, hey, if I go down to Disney, I could go ahead and do that and stream or take videos and just show around Disney. But I also lived in Orlando for a year or two, so I learned to love the city of that, and I knew there's other attractions. So I figure if I go down to Orlando, then you can see it all and do that. But then since I live in Pennsylvania, I live on the western Pennsylvania side near Pittsburgh, I figured, well, since I can't get down there all the time, I could talk about Disney and do trivia and show merchandise, or we have a local Disney store. I can go there every once in a while and do that. Or if I order stuff, show my merchandise or whatever after a trip, show that. Also, I figured, well, since I can't get down to do live streams in the Orlando area, I thought maybe I'll start showing around Pennsylvania where I live on the western side. But if I get out to the eastern side, there's a lot of different amusement parks and state parks and places that you could show as long as the connection and everything are good. Plus, I live close to Ohio and West Virginia, and there's a lot of hiking and state parks and stuff in those areas, as well, and attractions like museums. Pittsburgh has tons of museums. There's 4 Carnegie museums. We have a Pittsburgh Zoo. There's a aviary, the National Aviary is here. Plus, just little secrets around Pittsburgh that you may not know. I know I showed pictures on my Instagram of the snow cone cart. That guy, him and his wife had started a family snow cone cart along with it. I believe his dad started it, and then they inherited it, and now his kids and nephews are all helping out with it now. And you could go to the north side of Pittsburgh and find them in the one park in the Allegheny Circle Park and order up a shaved ice snow cone right there. And I know some of the other channels that had come to visit Pittsburgh a few weeks ago. I ended up saying, hey, we should go there and get a snow cone. So they really enjoyed that.
I heard that you do awesome trivia also.
Yes.
There's a comment in there about that.
Yes.
And
Yeah, I decided during the COVID time where you really couldn't go anywhere. I'm like, well, what am I going to do? Because to talk about Disney, well, it's not open, and what news, you could talk a little bit about that. And I thought, well, I'll start some Disney trivia, and I've seen some channels really do well with that. And I thought, well, I'll start off with Disney trivia, but then I like Trivial Pursuit, and then I found different years that you could do trivia on, plus then American trivia that does a lot of pop culture or geography and stuff like that. So to try to mix it up and bring in other people than just Disney fans.
Yeah, and then Danny was saying you're a huge influence on us for sure.
Yeah,
you are such a huge supporter. You're in all the different chats, so you really are a great supporter. So thank you. Welcome, Scott Bender, Rachel.
Yeah, it's hard to get around, but I try to sit there with 2 or 3 devices. And one of the reasons why it all started is that I had health issues, and during that time, I needed something to do, and I discovered a couple channels, and I would just watch it. I didn't know how to do the chat because the one group that I did, they were doing more of the Facebook, and then they switched over, and that's why my channel seemed I had signed up a channel, but I didn't really do anything, and I learned a lot just from watching them and everything, and I thought, hey, I could do this. So that's what happened.
Awesome. Welcome, Surfer Girl 326. Rachel, I'll reach out to you there. I hope you're doing well, but we're thinking of you. Hugs to you.
Bob and Ashley, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Rachel, we hope that you're doing okay. And yeah, we have coughing spells over here like you just had because it's pretty smoky and I'm coughing more than I normally
If you guys are hearing the creek fire,
yes,
just about an hour away east of us, so we're getting a lot of bad air out here. It looks like a misty morning as we drive through in the afternoon.
Well, okay. Some places look apocalyptic, but
welcome, Dreama Deborah. Thank you for joining us.
So I have a little bit of Disney news, so I'll get through that really quick here.
Get through that.
Well,
we got to struggle through it, but we'll power through it.
No, and then we'll get to the main topics. So, all right. So as it's loading, as you all know, Moana's on Disney Plus right now.
What?
I know, right? And there's a lot of mixed reviews, a lot of mixed opinions of it. People like it, people don't like it. People aren't going to pay for it. People will pay for it. We're probably going to wait till December when it's free to everybody. So,
I think I could wait.
Yeah, but also coming to Disney Plus, October 23rd is an all-new animated short debuts exclusively on Disney Plus, called Disney's Once Upon a Snowman. And who can guess which snowman that's all about? It is about Olaf.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, the previously untold origins of Olaf are revealed in the all-new short Once Upon a Snowman. What happened to Olaf within the moments after Elsa created him as she was letting it go and building her ice palace? And when Anna and Kristoff first meet him in the forest? And how did Olaf learn to love summer? The previously untold origins of Olaf, the innocent and insightful summer-loving snowman who melted hearts in 2013, the movie Frozen, are revealed in the all-new Disney Animation Studios short, Once Upon a Snowman. The film follows Olaf's first steps as he comes to life and searches for his identity in the snowy mountains outside Arendelle. Once Upon a Snowman is directed by Trent Corey and Dan Abraham.
Did you say how long it is?
No, just going through this. Again, he's voiced by Josh Gad. Who else would voice him? It's an idea that started to form when... Okay, let me just skip that. Sorry. Yeah, so that's basically... It's about Olaf. So that's coming out just in time for the holiday season. Also...
Let me welcome two people before I forget. Just Noah's Adventures, welcome. We also have Grateful for Disney, welcome. And I think someone else came into Monarch Moments. Monarch Moments. That's a tongue twister that I didn't realize was even there.
Monarch Moments.
Sorry.
So I didn't know about this one, but those of you that have been at Hollywood Studios might have noticed that this is no longer there. It's missing.
What? That's the show?
The billboard is removed after rumors of permanent closure.
I saw pictures of that. Somebody had sent pictures that the one billboard's gone.
Yeah. Loads of rumors about the show's closure began after Disney announced that live performances would not be returning. They also didn't have any social distancing markers throughout the queue, unlike other venues that house live performances. So basically, many fans have been calling for a redo of the attraction because many felt the show's outdated. Due to the pandemic, Disney has permanently closed several attractions as a result of lost revenue. Most live performers have not been called back because of the precautions that Disney is taking within the parks to keep both the guests and cast members safe. There's been no confirmation by Disney about the attraction's permanent closure, but the removal of the billboard only adds to the speculation. The replacement of the Beauty and the Beast live show, in addition to the billboard removal, points to an unknown future for live entertainment at Hollywood Studios. So they don't know what's going on right now.
That's right.
Basically.
Keeping it quiet.
But all this pandemic stuff is really messing things up.
We'll welcome some more people. This our dream. Thank you so much for joining us today. I think you said Jonathan Chong, if I remember right. And that might be it. Also, someone was asking, do we know how much people have bought the Mulan movie? Do you know? Have you seen those numbers?
No,
I'm sure Pepper Villa knows.
I looked them up on the weekend that they opened and during their Five Foolish Mortals, and they didn't have the information. I mean, I can try to look them up during the show, or if Pepper Tree Villa is interested in that kind of information. Maybe they want to look at it. But I'll look it up too. I know how they love information about Disney. One last thing, you get 30% off merchandise discount for annual pass holders returning to Disney World starting September 15th.
Oh, wow.
On select merchandise purchases at Walt Disney World Resort owned and operated merchandise locations, 30%.
What is that for?
Wow, that's good. They just had 30% and then ended it by a certain date.
Yeah. So this is 30% off merchandise starting September 15th off of select items and venues that are selling merchandise. So very doubtful that that's going to include any Splash Mountain stuff or holiday stuff for that matter. But that is my news for Disney right now. And if I can find the information on Mulan, I'll be happy to share.
Yeah, I will be honest. I'm looking forward to that because I know it's not a scene for scene transition. It's our translation. It's its own separate story, and that's what I've been wanting from these translations. So I'm excited about seeing it. There's going to be changes, and I like that.
But I really wish they would have kept Mushu.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I just didn't want to pay $29.99 for it. I mean, if you have a family of 4, we can't take the cats with us, so there's not 5 of us that can go to the movie theater. I can't take 3 of the cats to make it worthwhile. But in here, I just me and Greg would be paying for it. That's like $15 for it. So I think we can wait a couple of months until it comes out in December. But I'm looking forward to seeing it. I can't wait for it. I hear it. The people that have seen it from work, they really liked it.
Mulan kicks off with $6 million in a handful of markets, international box office. So that's international. So let's see what we have otherwise.
It sounds like it was released in the theaters. They said box office.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I don't know if it's a strong thing. It says box office theatrical overseas. So let's see what they've made with Disney Plus, if I can find it. But keep going.
Sorry, I was looking at the chat to see if there's any questions or anything. All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive into our show. Didn't like Mulan. Oh, Michael. Hey, Michael. How are you? We'll see. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Oh, he didn't like it? Who didn't like it? He didn't like
Michael Riley.
Oh, no.
So another thing that people might not like is resorts at Walt Disney World property. Let's clarify, because there's a big difference between if we're talking about Disneyland Resort or the one in Florida, Walt Disney World. And when I first heard this news, I was like a little taken aback by it. So the Disney Polynesian Resort, which is an original resort which opened when the Magic Kingdom opened in 1971, also with the Contemporary, it's been there since the beginning, that they were going to, and it might have been clickbait, but they said it was going to be rethemed to a Moana theme, and opening in China this weekend. Okay. So my first thought was, now I've never stayed at the Polynesian. Greg's never stayed at the Polynesian. And this is, when we talk about what resorts do we want to stay at sometime, that's number 1 on my list. It's very expensive, so I haven't been able to afford it yet. But that is the one resort that I'm really looking forward to. But I wanted to see it in the style that it currently is. So when I first heard it, I was a little bit disappointed that they were going to, I was telling Amy, I didn't want to see Moana jumping out of the bushes and singing songs to you as you're walking down the hall.
That's just weird altogether. What was she doing in the bushes to begin with is my question.
Welcome, Michelle the Quilter. Thank you for joining us.
The way the resort is now, it's just relaxing. You feel like you're in another world type of thing. And then, like you said, when I first heard it too, I'm like, don't tell me they're going to have some big Moana, cutout of her on the side of the buildings or stuff like that. And it's like, you don't want to go that way.
I thought of like the All-Star Resorts or the Pop Century, where they have like the giant Lady and the Tramp and stuff like that.
And stuff. Yeah.
So here is from, let me pull up my screen, make sure I pull up the right tab.
I don't think it's going to have information on how much they're pulling in as far as how much people are paying for Mulan right now. It doesn't seem like any of that information is released as of right now. So
I would imagine with it all being digital, they should have, they should be able to get the results really fast.
Yeah, I'm trying everything and nothing's coming up. I'm trying different wording and I don't see it.
All right, so this is from the Walt Disney World News Today. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Perfect, you can. We're going to go ahead and make this full screen.
That's, oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Maui. Yeah. I've only seen that movie like once, I think, that I remember. I need to watch it again.
I'm trying to get back.
Yeah, Dreamer Deborah is saying that Moana theme in some of the rooms, not the whole resort, like other resorts have the royal rooms or the pirate rooms. Maybe they're going to take one of their buildings and charge more because you'll get the Moana theme or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that the floor now?
So
that looks
this
3D.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's it'll probably make sense more after I read this, but if you look at his tattoos, that's
what
would be
that looks like.
represented. Yeah. So what they're doing is they're actually doing test rooms currently. We'll talk more about this in a little bit when we talk about the contemporary and the incredible rooms that they are doing over there.
So really quick, I did just get in from Doug from Pepper Tree Villa, $33.5 million they've made so far. I'm guessing that's from Disney Plus, and then $6 million internationally in 8 countries.
So it would have made the money already.
Well, it cost $200 million, I believe they said, to make it. So they're well on their way to getting their money back one way or another.
Wow, that's crazy.
But that answers the question.
Yes.
Thank you, Doug.
All right. So if you're curious to get an idea of what the upcoming Moana themed room is going to look like at the Polynesian, we have a special sneak peek.
I almost like said Mulan room.
At test rooms that, despite debuting sometime late last year, have remained unnoticed and will not likely be seen completed until the resort opens in 2021. Now, it was supposed to open this month, I believe, and that's when they came out with the announcement. So the last thing I heard, they are doing test rooms, and they mentioned here that they did test rooms here for the Incredible at the Disney Contemporary Resort last year. There also has been changes to that, but for example, it says here we can see a colorful leaf pattern with tattoo designs, just like Maui's from the movie. On the wall sconce, lighting also features a bronze sleeve or tattoo designs. So just from this alone, you can see more of a subtle change. So you don't have Moana like smiling at you from the carpet.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, so that's good. I'm happy with that.
That's as bad as Moaning Myrtle in the bathroom at Universal Studios. If you guys have ever been to Harry Potter Land, Moaning Myrtle actually is in the bathroom.
I like it though when she giggles.
I'm not going to even comment.
So they also have done things like the doors have received different treatments. Ones seen in this photo post feature a rich, warm wood tone with horizontal lines. So
it actually does look nice. I like that.
Yeah.
It's subtle, but it's not like out there in your face. It's a nice subtle addition to it.
See if there's
the 3D effect is really eye-popping.
And maybe like use carvings of like you said, the tattoos or the symbols from Moana, like from the shell necklace. Maybe that's carved into your headboard, or just subtle changes in a sense to give it a different styling and some type of thing like, oh, we could stay in a Moana room or something.
I'm surprised that our Paradise Pier here in California hasn't been switched over to Pixar Pier Hotel, because the whole pier area is Pixar. I think there were rumors that they were supposed to do that, but with everything going on, I don't think it's going to happen for a while.
Welcome, Richard, the Orlando guy. Thank you for joining us. There was a comment here. I already know that they have the Moana attraction coming to Epcot, but I haven't heard when they will resume the construction. I did not know that. No.
So it's a ride.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder where they're going to put that at.
I don't know.
They don't even have any room, I don't think.
Maybe they'll put it there.
Yeah, I don't think it was a ride. I think it was like a walk through water attraction type of thing that they were going to do at Epcot. But it's hard to tell what it actually is going to be.
And Wanda was saying, I think they were doing way more refurbishment to the resort than they would lead on. And that's probably true. Wanda and I were talking about that before. It could be them changing the filtration system, because if it was from 1971, that filtration system would be a lot different than it would be for ones that are being built now. And for it to be closed with what looks like minor refurbishment, I would think that they're doing a lot more construction on there than what they're doing it for.
Because you'll still have the DVC side, so that must be more up to date since they changed everything to the DVC. But the other side where it's going to be regular resort guests. It might still be an older system, like you said, or older wood or whatever, because they are older buildings on that side of the resort.
Deborah was saying that it looks like it's right behind Spaceship Earth. That is cool. I have no idea what Disney Nerd Herders mean by this.
Spring Magnum?
I don't know. Magnum PI? Do they think you look like Tom Selleck?
Oh, I think they mean a volcano.
Oh.
Oh, they're talking about. Are you talking about my hair? Yes, I'm about ready to burst. Poof. No.
You know what? Thank you, Ben.
Oh, you did not have your spotlight channel. Ben saved the day. Look at that. And he's multitasking with exercising. Hey, Disney Nerd Herders.
All right, you guys. It is time for the Spotlight channel. Let me change the banner.
No, it's not all about that. You did it on purpose. Get that off.
Stop. Let me do it. Calm down.
It is not all about Derick.
It is.
No, it's not.
All right, you guys. So our Spotlight channel is brought to you by MGM Family Travel. If you haven't had a chance to check out their channel, check them out. They are a fun channel, Bill and Lucy. So please make sure you check them out. So we have it's more of a place to go rather than a channel. Well, I guess that's the same thing.
What?
I don't know. I'm just going to load it up.
The Spotlight channel is more of a place to go than a channel? Don't you go to a channel?
Yes, exactly. It made no sense.
No, it really didn't.
All right. So Dean from the Live Place is a great supporter. He does have a couple of channels. He has on YouTube, he has thelifeplace.com. He also has Dreamers Empire. Specifically, though, what I want to point out today is he has a channel. Did I bring it up? Yay, I did. He has a channel, and it is, and we're even featured right now. Yay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
for that shout out.
It says live now. It has all these channels which go
It's an awesome picture.
to, thank you, that have shows by the day. Now, these are all showing the Disney shows, but if you guys have, if you notice, these are the featured ones, but if you go to, like, say, the cruising channels, it'll bring up the cruising channels and then the Disney channels. So if you're interested, if you have a YouTube channel and you want to be represented on this, Dean would definitely love to have you guys a part of this. Just reach out to him at thelifeplace.com or definitely join his channels on YouTube channels. He's working his way up to 1,000. I think he has like 600 or 700 subscribers on his YouTube channel. I failed in double checking where he was at currently. But let's get him to 1,000. And he's just a huge supporter of it. This is another spot for you guys to get your channels represented. So our Spotlight channel of the week is Dean from thelifeplace.com on the internet.
Awesome. And those of you that are said providers or supporters, those of you that are creators, please put creators in the chat. And where is the chat at? Can you go back to the chat, please? Okay. So those of you that are creators, please post that you're a creator and check each other's channels and content out and support one another. We're big on supporting each other in our YouTube community. So we're all out here for you.
Yes. Sorry, I was looking at the chat. And so I think I might have said it wrong because I'm saying so many different things. I'm reading the notes, but here's Nancy said. So this MGM Family Travel, they gave us this amazingly bright new light. So they are our sponsor channel. So we get a chance to talk to them about them every week before we announce who the Spotlight channel of the week is. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay. We should be putting a warning every time we get ready to put your blinders on so that we don't take out your eyes with the light here. The thing that Disney Nerd Herders was saying, that Magnum thing was a Zoolander reference. It's a Zoolander new modeling look called Magnum in the movie. Okay. So yeah, they were just being funny, but they were explaining it for those of you that are into Zoolander. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I haven't seen the sequel either, so.
All right. what else was I going to say? Do you want to go on to The Incredibles? Because I think that's
Yeah.
probably we've had more history in terms of what we were seeing on it.
And Jim from More Sunshine, Please loves The Incredibles.
I was very surprised.
He loved the roller coaster.
And with the movies, I liked the second one just as much as I liked the first one.
It's really just a continuation on the same level, except this one, I think their animation, because so many years have gone by, their animation was a little higher barred and better quality, and the special effects were a little bit better too. But all in all, it was the same thing.
All right, so we're gonna look at.
Now, if they make a third one, it better not take another 14 years.
Yeah. But Jack would have to be bigger.
Yeah, and that would make him be able to show his powers more as he's getting older. But it is probably going to be like The Simpsons, where they never grow.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked a little bit about the last year in August. They rethemed some of the rooms in the Contemporary Resort to be The Incredibles. So this is what. Now we won't see any pictures inside, so we don't know what they were doing inside.
Are they seeing all this?
Let me double check. I think they are. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Sorry for the Maybelline thick eyebrows.
Yeah, they actually gutted those 2 rooms down to the studs, from what I've read.
Yeah, and I actually will have a picture of that. I can flip it over to the next one after this. So they started doing this. They said it was ludicrous, inconceivable. The Incredibles.
Inconceivable.
Yes. So actually, I really like that art. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is a nice picture there.
And I think that is kind of fitting for it. So they only did 2 rooms. And as I scroll down, you will see that it was in like the main tower of the Contemporary, not in the Bay Tower one. And there's one picture here that I thought was very interesting. So I like this little to the right here. They have like the monorail theme looking thing on it. Yeah, a lot of pictures and more than I realized. So as we go, I'm looking for one at a distance. So this, you can see it's interesting how there is a different carpet transition from the old to the newer.
So these are their models of
they're testing
Incredibles.
Yeah. So from what I understand, like the higher ups at Disney, they get to see what the rooms would look like to see if they would buy into them doing it.
But they weren't letting people stay in these rooms.
From what I understand, no, they don't.
No.
Incredible
Steakhouse. I was just reading that article there. It looks like they're going to add.
Where?
Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Waves A is set to become the Incredible Steakhouse. Oh, wow.
So
wow. That would be interesting.
They'll probably have meet and greets from afar until all this stuff goes away, and then it'll be a regular meet and greet.
And I think the reason why they were looking at that was they had that Pixar Play Pal thing where the kids can go there for daycare or childcare, where they kind of shut down all the childcares at all the resorts, and they have that one big thing that's Pixar motivated. But I actually, when I saw the articles too, I was surprised it was in the end rooms of the tower. I thought they had that little offshoot wing that's not up in the tower rooms, like garden wing. And I thought, well, that would be a good way to get people to stay in those garden wings by making them incredible rooms. Type of thing.
Well, this is what the rooms look like now. So they were gutted. The artwork has been removed, but they're thinking since it was a test, they could be doing more with the testing to see if it looks anything different, but they possibly removed the artwork so they weren't going to damage anything as stuff
So
has been removed.
They gutted
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So
wow,
we don't know.
You can see that.
Yeah, we don't know what it looked like before, but
we
you
never
can
will
see-
unless they have pictures.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would be incredible if that's how the room was. You would really say that's incredible.
That'd be incredible. Yeah.
So that's what it looks inside. Now the Contemporary Resort is interesting because they had pre-made cubicles that were put into the spot. So that was an interesting design. Oh, there's even more of.
And it's
inside
open.
like
It's open on the other side. It looks like that's a lot
that
of
would
light.
be a balcony.
Wow.
That would-
Yeah.
It looks so sad, just ripped apart. That's unlike Disney.
So whatever they were doing it again, they're kind of tight-lipped in terms of what they're doing, but there has been much work behind the scenes to put IP, which means intellectual properties, into. I wonder if this is over here in this area is where those buildings were.
Pepper Tree Villa talks about IP all the time,
be here.
and I have to be.
Yeah.
I have to be reminded what it stands for.
Yeah,
I'm like, what is IP again?
Intellectual properties means that it's something that Disney owns themselves. So that's kind of this.
Yeah, there's the rooms are on the end there.
Mm-hmm.
So that is kind of what's going on now,
No
and
glass in
they're
there,
trying to push to put it in there. But we have one more thing to talk about. Let's kind of get caught up on chat since we can't see chat. Margaret Wilson, thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
No maps needed travel. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I don't know if I missed anyone or if I missed questions. I do apologize.
Please.
Wanda says, I don't mind this modern look, like the contemporary is meant to be. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Do we have anyone else here that we missed? Okay. So the last thing that I wanted to talk
Margaret.
about is this is the third hotel on the Disney Lake. Was it Seven Seas Lagoon, if my mind's right? It's the Grand Floridian. They also have added some intellectual properties over there too. So let's pull up. We'll go to two different screens.
I think I missed something with Disney Nerd Herders. She's talking about itching powder. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's just itching powder. Okay. Well, I hope whatever that is, you get it taken care of.
Yeah, the DVC side is decorated like Mary Poppins theme. They have that pond or not a pond, a fountain inside their lobby.
That's right.
With the penguins and stuff.
Ooh.
But then with the original side.
A Beauty and the Beast bar.
Amy, you said you've been here. This is now in the Grand Floridian. It's called the Enchanted Rose. So they gave it what's the word I'm looking for? A feeling of Beauty and the Beast, like from what, if I read it right, the chandelier they show here is supposed to be her dress.
It is?
Yeah. So it's not like they didn't make it like the ballroom.
I thought it was just
chandelier.
Like a chandelier. Yeah.
No. So they gave it hints to certain things in here. Like for
Little
example,
homages.
this was her ballroom dress.
The yellow.
What this is supposed to be.
There's lots of yellow and gold.
And I think it's based more off of the live action than I know people were disappointed, like, that doesn't look like Beauty and the Beast, like the cartoon version. I think it was more based off of the live action.
I could see that.
And I think they do. I couldn't find them, but I know when I was live streaming around there, a couple people said, oh, go look for Cogsworth. And I guess he's sitting on one of the bookshelves. I don't know if This Our Dreams is still in there, but I think they were one of the people that mentioned, like, go look at Cogsworth, but I couldn't find them.
It's very elegant looking and posh.
So did they have like gray matter or gray
matter? Oh, wow.
What was it called?
The gray stuff?
Gray stuff.
Now they do have small plates. They do have small plate dishes. It is pretty pricey, in my opinion, for if you look at the drink menu. And then I know when people had gone for the soft opening and then it's open, people had showed the menu and stuff. So for me, it wouldn't be a place, unless friends of mine, we wanted to have a nice evening and maybe sit there after eating at a restaurant or going beforehand and hanging out and then move on type of thing.
I did see that Disney Nerd Herder was making a joke saying itching powder IP, itching powder. And he goes, never mind. Yeah, you don't want to call it gray matter. That's like at a cruise ship
water.
where they separate. Yeah, don't eat the gray matter, whatever you do. It's not delicious.
Wanda was saying that would be a great idea. Trader Sam's, which is in the Polynesian, when you order certain drinks, they do certain things. That would be cool if they did that at this one. So, like I remember they did, like if you ordered the Nautilus, they came out in like a snorkel and mask, and they were acting like they were underwater.
Wow, we've never gotten that experience because every time we've gone, it's been busy and it's so small.
Maybe it was Mom and
I.
I.
Dreamer Denver has a good. She said, I think their design is supposed to be subtle, thereby remaining tasteful and beautiful, giving the feeling of essence. And then she did find the Rose, Cogsworth, and other things. I did walk around and everything, but I couldn't find Cogsworth.
All right.
And then there was like other rooms, but then they had some of the rooms closed off because it was more in the afternoon, but in the evening, I guess it fills up. So they open up the other rooms.
No gray matter, Nurse Nancy. No, stay away from the gray matter.
And Bob and Ashley were saying that the gray stuff cupcakes at Gaston's, and they have that in the Magic Kingdom.
See, that sounds better. Gray stuff
I think gray matter cupcake sounds a lot better to me. I don't know. It's just me.
And I forgot what the gray, not the
gray stuff is like Oreo cookie whipped cream, I think, or something.
It's like mashed Oreo in like frosting-ish type of stuff. Yeah. It's really good though, whatever it is.
So then the last part of the Grand Floridian is something they just come out with is they now have merchandise specific. Where did I put it? Where is this? Is this it? Okay, good. So they now have Beauty and the Beast merchandise, which is specific to this resort. So
it doesn't look like that cup comes off.
No, it's look at how and that person has huge hands.
That looks like an ornament, maybe.
Yeah, I just realized.
Would you like a little sip?
A sip? You would get maybe a drop out of that. No.
I hope that's not the travel tumbler. Oh, here it is.
There it is.
So
that would be some huge hands. Yep.
Yeah. All right, let's see how much more there is. So you can see the Beauty and the Beast. So one side had GF for a Grand Floridian, and the other side had
the Beast and Beauty.
Yeah, those are very nice looking, actually.
And then you got the decorative. Oh, that's really nice. Oh wow,
that's like a little plaque.
I thought that's what it was. It says not suitable for food. I was all excited.
Yeah,
look at that.
Don't put food on that plaque.
And then you also have a wooden magnet. That's cool. I like that.
It looks kind of like old time look, I guess. I can't think of the words.
Let's see if there's any. I don't know how much.
Yeah, Victorian style.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a trading pin. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, wow, that's a nice pin.
Yeah.
That would be worth, out of everything I saw, that would be worth having as a collector's thing.
Without seeing the pins, I can already see Pepper Tree Villa. Or hear them.
I hear Doug. I want it right now. Veruca Salt is coming out. I want it right now.
So those are things that are happening at the 3 resorts around the Seven Seas Lagoon in front of the Magic Kingdom. So there has been a huge push in getting intellectual properties, the IP properties, into the higher costing resorts. Now, these are 3 of the most expensive resorts on Disney property.
Just Our Dream has that pin. That's cool.
Oh, awesome.
How much was that pin? Was there a price on it?
$16.99.
$19.99?
I don't know. I just guessed. It actually, we did have the cost on it, but I don't remember. Are on the shelves. So Cogsworth, Miss Potts, Lumiere on the shelves in the room, and a Rose Under Glass. Corey Meets World had shown them too.
They'll probably all be gone by the time we get to go to buy it.
I'm sure you can probably buy it online. Let me see if I can find out what.
Get your buddy Jim to buy it for you, or Bob and Ashley.
Let me mark this on the calendar. Actually, Doug said, no, I don't like any of the Grand Floridian stuff. But there's tons of stuff at the Polynesian that they would like. And I'm just going to stop the comment there.
It's the trading pin is only $12.99. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So so here's the big thing I would say is, how do you guys feel that are watching? Are you happy with Disney pushing their own properties into these resorts which never had them before? Now, one of the main things they are saying is by doing this, they're bringing more families into the higher costing resorts because they can stay at a Moana room, they can stay in a incredible room, whereas before, because of the cost, they would stay at the less expensive ones because it would be really expensive for the family to do it. So they're really pushing the higher ones and trying to give it more of a presence with the stuff that they make. So how do you guys feel about that? Amy, what's your thought on it?
Um, yeah, I'm not sure. I think if they would keep it subtle, I don't want to in my face type of thing, but with subtle reminders or like a subtle type of thing, but not in my face. And especially with a lot of those resorts are more elegant and it does draw the older adults and different things, the way they are now. So if they do want, and I do see a lot of families but I guess trying to draw other families that may think, we don't need to go there, we can stay here and get that theming. I mean, I know they have the pirate rooms and the princess rooms, but they're more in your face in the room itself. The rooms are themed like that. So I'd be interested to see how the rooms end up turning out with these types of things.
Yeah, we stayed at Port Orleans Riverside, and when they had those rooms available, we actually were interested in staying one of them just because we wanted to see the fireworks that they have on that LED screen.
Yeah.
It is. So I didn't really put two and two together back then. The thing I liked about it is not every single room is like that. They give you the option if you want to stay in one that is themed like that, it's one that isn't. I would say as long as their other resorts, as a whole resort doesn't go like that, then I'm open to that to give people a little bit more option because, it does bring more of the families into those other areas, especially if it's done like the Moana one. It doesn't sound like it's a full one. It's going to be like theming it. If you know Moana, then you'll know the hints that they're putting into it. So the subtle changes that they're doing. I like that concept that they're doing that.
Yeah, it's incredible. If that wall and everything look really nice, it'd be interesting to see what they do inside the room.
What is your thought process on it?
I know what you're saying. The Polynesian, I like the look or the concept with the 3D leaves and everything. That was really cool. So,
Yeah.
The Incredibles, I wasn't too impressed with, honestly. The art was cool. I mean, it was Elastigirl, but we didn't get to see what it looked like inside or anything. I wasn't too crazy with the flooring either, but I really liked the Moana concept. That was really cool, the 3D effects.
Dreamer Deborah said that she's a little kid at heart. I think we all are when we go to Disney property. So yeah, that's cool. She was in the royal room.
I think the royal rooms and the pirate rooms look nice and everything, and I've considered the pirate rooms at some point, but to be like at the Grand Floridian and being in a room that's decorated like that, to me would seem, if it was subtle, it wouldn't be too bad.
No, in my luck, it'll be the prison cell that the father was put in. That's
oh my
what
god!
My room would look like.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's exciting that they want to offer that. Just as long as it, for me, in the face. That's why they have the All Stars and the Pop Centuries and the Art of Animation and stuff. But to have a subtle theming of maybe one of the buildings, it's Moana or something, or in the carpeting or something.
Yeah, it's hard to believe we're already 6 minutes from the top of the hour.
I like the Beauty and the Beast look for that.
Yeah,
though that was really nice.
I like how they did that.
That's like a place you go to for like drinks before dinner or after for like cocktail hour or something. That would be really nice.
And they do have small plates there of food too. So if you were looking for something like you had an early lunch, but you don't really want to eat a big dinner or something.
That sounds just like Trader Sam's. They have small plates.
But it's still a lot nicer looking than Trader Sam's.
Big. So at 6:00, we have from the cruising side, we have the ship show, which comes on. Also, they'll be talking about the Las Vegas meetup because the ship show is, along with Sharon at Sea, are going to be hosting that in Las Vegas at New York. So they'll be talking about that next on their show, I'm sure. And then also don't forget This and That. They go also at the next hour. Always fun guys that put on a great show. So either way, you can't go wrong with them. Amy, I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. I love your energy.
Fun. Thank you.
I love your energy. So thanks for all the support that you give, not just us, but all the community out there. You really are a special person. So I want to thank you for coming on to our show, especially, well, we had a little bit of time to plan. I didn't tell you like with the last 24 hours. Amy!
I stole it again.
Anything that you'd like to say before we wrap things up?
She would have been ready in 24 hours, let me tell you.
No, but check out all the channels that are represented in the chat. Everybody has something to offer. I know I kind of watch the cruising people at times too, because I'm interested in going back on a cruise, but I have to think about it since I had a kidney transplant and stuff. So I just want to make sure that I'm safe if I decide to ever do that. So
I hope you're doing it.
But it's always fun to hear about different cruises and where some good places to go and everything.
Awesome. Greg, anything that you'd like to say?
I was just saying, I hope you're doing okay after having that procedure done and everything. So
yeah, I'm about 2 years post transplant. So
okay.
and I need to be doing well and trying to keep safe and stuff, but it's making me jealous seeing all these Disney videos, and I really want to go. It's like, do I take that chance or not?
Yeah.
It'll get better to where you feel safer to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's knock things over.
We're looking forward to Friday, Vegas. So today's my Thursday, tomorrow's my Friday,
and then 2 weeks after that, we are going to be in Cancun with Wanda, Chiquita, Benita, Byram, cruising for food. We are both going to go to a Riu resort in Cancun. We're really excited about that. So first time we've ever stayed at I almost said it again. All-inclusive resort.
I don't remember what you used.
Thing with clothing, but
clothing optional.
Oh, I'd love to go.
I did see Midlife Crazy's video today on a Polo video anyway, and they were showing how they were social distancing and everything, and it really looks like hardly anybody's there. I mean, you have enough space to roam around and still not bump into anybody. Yeah. So
the resort's 30% capacity.
Yeah, they did tell me, Gregory, it's okay. Greg, you'll be safe. Don't worry. They sanitize. I guess, I don't know if they were joking, but they said they sanitize your feet when you walk into the hotel. I don't know if they do that. I think that might have been a joke, but yeah. The only thing I'm more worried about is the plane trip, but we have our masks and everything, so we should be okay.
Thank you, moderators, for all your help tonight. Really appreciate all your support and everything that you do for us. And excuse me, I think that's it. Anything else you want to add, Greg?
No.
Next
just be safe out there with the fires, everyone that's affected by them.
I keep thinking, but next week we'll have a normal live show, so we'll be doing a cruise show next week. Yep. There's so many things going on right now. We don't even know what's going on. But all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know there's options that you guys can do, and you spend it with us, and that means so much to us. Amy, thanks again for joining us. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to her channel. Give her some love and support like she gives us. So thanks, guys. We appreciate it. And with that,
everybody,
Amy,
be safe out there.
I like how you end your show.
Hi, Mom. Welcome to the show.
Let the adventures begin. Let the adventures begin.
There you go. And Greg, how do we do it?
Sorry, I was reading.
I'm Derick.
Comment. I'm Gregory.
And if you get our names, it's okay, because I'm a little explorer.
I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said, we are
just getting started.
Have a great
good night. Be safe.
Have a good night, everyone.